Hello everyone, welcome to our latest video. Today we are going to talk about tolerance. Tolerance in our relationships, tolerance within ourselves, and tolerance within what we consume. So instead of looking for the warning signs and all that other sort of jazz in your relationships, maybe start looking at how you feel and having a stronger relationship with your body, your mind, and your soul. If you can strengthen the relationship within your own mind-body connection, your soul-mind-body connection as well, then when things are out of balance for you, you'll feel it sooner. You'll understand it better, and write down what you're tolerating. Write down the behaviors that you are tolerating and then read them back to yourself, because once you've written them down, then they're outside of you. And if you just write down the behavior, it will give you a stronger perspective a tough word, on the logic behind everything rather than the emotional nuance behind everything, because we can add things with emotional nuance. What actually is tolerance? Well, that's a pretty kind of silly question. If you actually know the English language, you probably know the word tolerance because you have been tolerating things. To tolerate something is to admit its existence. It is to see that that existence is something you have to work yourself around. When you tolerate things, what you are doing is understanding that they exist, not maybe being happy about their existence, not even maybe being part of their existence, but knowing that they exist and believing that to be true. So within this video, what we're going to actually talk about is tolerance within your life. What you tolerate from other human beings, what you will allow other human beings to put into your life without your say-so. Off, we're going to explore the tolerance that you need to have within you in order to be married and stay married. When you are in a marriage, you actually need to compromise and tolerate the behaviors of another person, deemed under the idea that, well, they have all these wonderful things, so I can tolerate these little things. Now, when you do that, though, you might want to look at the reasons in which you are tolerating them, and what tolerating them might be doing to you as a human being. So, if you tolerate negative behavior, if you would tolerate abusive behavior, you might find that what you are doing is ignoring it or trying your best to ignore it so you can just keep on going, because that's what we're supposed to do in a marriage. You're supposed to accept all the warts of someone as well as all the shining parts. Which makes perfect sense. If you're in any relationship with any human being, whether it be mother, daughter, best friend, father, son, spousal sort of relationships, you are going to find that each and everything about that person isn't something that really jives completely with you, but the majority of the things with that person jive with you. But when tolerance of the things that don't really jive with you becomes nearly a physical ailment within you, then you might want to look at your ratio of tolerance over shininess. The ratio of tolerance over shininess might be that your partner, let's go with marriage, because this is probably the easiest one, that your marriage, your partner actually presents you with an advantage financially. Your partner presents you with a feeling of safety. Your partner presents you with a feeling of completion. Those are all wonderful things, absolutely wonderful things. Those are very shiny things. But what if within that feeling of completion, within their the safety or the feeling of safety, one finger, and within the financial stability, you might find some passive aggressive behavior. You might find some behavior that you can't pinpoint, that you're thinking, well, that feels as though that is against me, but if I tell you that's against me, now I'm going to start a fight. So that might be actually one of your tolerance. One of the things you might have to tolerate within that relationship is the every now and again passive aggressive behavior, which you could probably put into okie dokie, well, this, and this has happened to that person. So this is how they express their power. I understand this. I will tolerate it because I love them so much, and because the shiny happy things are bigger than that little thing. But what if what you see as the shiny happy thing is actually an excuse for the behavior? What if the shiny happy thing that you are looking at in the relationship, the thing that you are getting out of that relationship, is actually a facade created by you? What if actually what you are tolerating is making it so that when you see the tiny little glimmers of hope, tiny little glimmers of the shiny happy thing, you move closer and closer into your tolerance? Because empathy for the person that you are with, empathy for the situation that you are with, empathy for the friend that is doing this to you. If you have high empathy, it can be somewhat crippling because you will see things how in that other person's perspective. And that will give you a perspective that helps you to understand their behaviors. Now, at the same time, that empathy can make it so that you are constantly making excuses for that other person, and thus losing empathy for yourself. When you are outwardly constantly putting out empathy, what you can do is forget the star of your show. Forget the most important person in your show, because people with high empathy also have a high tolerance, also are made of tougher stuff. We can, and I'll put myself in that category because I'm a person of incredibly high empathy, and I do believe it's because of my psychic abilities. My empathy is so high, I cannot consume animals. So, and that is the reason I became a vegetarian when I was 11, so I don't know about taste and things like that, nor do I want to. Sorry, it's empathy. Anywho, so when you're in a relationship, whether it be a best friend, actual partnership relationship, or a relationship with society, you can put yourself aside and allow them to run roughshod over top of you. That's just something we tend to do in order to tolerate belonging, or in order to tolerate to be inside of something. How do you recognize if you are tolerating someone and it is hurting you, or that you are tolerating someone and it is benefiting your level of understanding of another human being, and thus also that other human being? How do you tell a difference between the two of them? Well, you can start with your body. How your body feels when you do tolerate things. If you tolerate things and then you realize, my golly sakes, my lower back hurts like the dickens right now. Or when you tolerate something and you realize, I can't eat. My stomach is really it almost even feels like it's already full, but it's actually already full of anxiety, it would seem. Or the third time, when you tolerate somebody and the little voices inside your head start to scream at you, start to show you little things outside of yourself that let you know that what you're tolerating might not be the strongest mental health choice for you. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you tolerated it. Yeah, I planned that. It was bad, right? Okie dokie. I hope that possibly it gave you a little bit of insight on something that might be bugging you right now, or that it was helpful for you in some other way. If you would like to reach me, I can be reached at Bobbi Rowntree, bornmedium.ca, Bobbi Rowntree, bornmedium.com. Yeah, I got both. .ca.com. I'm covering my North America. I hope you have a wonderful and lovely day. And today, do something that makes you happy. Just you. Just something that makes you happy. Because when you make you happy, other people will feel that happiness, and that's where your empathy really gets strength. Because when we can affect other people in a positive way, We bring more positive onto the planet, and Lord knows, Goddess knows, we know that we need more happy on this planet. Namaste.